Have you ever heard somebody come up to say that the new contract, this is the way we are going it? We are doing it 50-50. Nobody has come up to say that. What about our oil? I'm on record to have said that if the oil were mainly to be found in Dormaa, President, Nkaju Ukumi.
Hi, good day, and welcome to another edition of the Lowdown here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Daniel Oduro. Today we are privileged to be in the presence of greatness. This is a man who wears a lot of hats on his head. Today we're going to delve into his life and the different phases and different positions that he occupies. He's a traditional ruler, he's a high court judge, he's a sports administrator, and also an activist sometimes. He's got a lot of well-wishers across the length and breadth of this country. Today my guest is the traditional ruler of the Dormaa traditional area, Osiadeyo Osajifo Dr. Nana Agyemang-Badu II. It's the first time in over 2 decades he's agreed to grant an interview. Sometimes we hear some of his commentary on national issues, and sometimes you wonder, who is this man? He's got fire in his belly, and today we're privileged to be seated in his presence to have a broad range of conversation about all the things that you want to know about him. The man beyond the chieftaincy title. Nana, thank you very much for your time. We are really grateful that you've taken time out of your very, very busy schedule to speak to us.
My pleasure, sir.
All right. Let's start from your role as a chief. You're also the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. You're also a high court judge. But one of the things that struck me when we entered your town is how clean the town was. And immediately all my colleagues were like, this is a very clean town. You couldn't see rubbish littered. You couldn't see, any dust anywhere. Is this a deliberate attempt? Is it something that you have over the years ingrained into the citizens of this community?
Okay, thank you. For some time we've been doing it, but it wasn't on a larger scale.
Okay.
About 3-4 years ago, it struck me about a certain town in the central region, the town whose overlord is my own brother, Nana Pra Ehunabobrim Prajensem. I've heard so much about his town. That is the neatest town. And in one of my celebration, I think 22nd or 23rd anniversary on this too, I had cause to commend him for having chalked that feat. So ever since maybe 2-3 years, I decided I wanted to emulate him,
Okay.
to see how I can also lead my people to bring sanitation into their doorstep to help, clean our environment, weed, ensure that we put that spin, clean our surroundings. So, yes, we've been doing that. We have gone through, it's not easy, we've gone through about 200 of our towns and still counting. We are still doing it.
So this dustbins that I see spotted everywhere in the town, is a deliberate, is something that you bought for this vision that you had for your community to be one of the cleanest in this country?
Yes, I think like I said, we emulated from Asin Kushia.
Okay.
We saw Nana Prajensen has put dustbins, vantage points, and we decided to emulate him. Okay. When you see somebody doing a very good, viable project, you try to emulate and see how best you can also imbibe it into your environment. So everywhere that we go, it's not only in Dormaa Crew, everywhere that we go within the 200 towns and still counting, we make sure that we provide them with dustbins. Okay. We put them at the vantage points. We ensure that we put some black bags at their disposal so that they can, some of these rubber, polythene bags, and the very small things that we want to litter around, we can put them in to ensure that we have safe, clean environment.
I hear one of the things that has helped you is that you are part of the communal labor every opportunity that you get. That sometimes you even go around picking dust, rubbish in the town. And because of that, when somebody litters, they say, Nana will come and pick it, so let's not litter. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. I know every leader is first and foremost a servant. I'm the first servant of Dormaa. So once you are with your people, weeding around, cleaning around, and the people see you,
yes,
they want to also accept that challenge so that they will not litter. They also, weed the environment. So I want to see me, you see, in our local parlance, in our language, so it means as you are the first servant, you need to show the way so that the people
leadership
can
by
help
example.
You. Of course, if you say so.
Yeah. Nana, you are a judge, and sometimes the work that you do as a traditional ruler and the work that you do as a judge, your opinions as a traditional ruler and that of a judge, sometimes people can't draw the line. They say you're controversial about some of the things, but in terms of our legal structure, is it what it ought to be? Many people say they are losing interest or losing trust in the judiciary. The judiciary has become political. People are appointed to the Supreme Court or the High Court based on their political affiliation and all of that. Is it a dangerous thing for the citizens to lose trust in the judiciary?
Okay. Let me start by saying that, yes, it is dangerous for our citizens to say they are losing trust of us. I, for one, has been branded as for a party.
Yes.
Even though that particular party, I've never been even a sympathizer. Before I became a judge, I was with the people who are now blaming me.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm a graduate. So when I speak, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. In 79, when I was about 13 years, they will come, Kwame Yante, they will come, PFP, PMP, they will come, Magda Monadi. I've seen it. I know what they come to say and when they come to do, you understand? So, yes, judiciary is the bastion of hope. You see, when the politicians come, you understand what they do is that they would, ask for our votes. And when they come, you understand, they try to implement their projects. When there's some problems with it and there's some misunderstanding, people want to go to the law court as a last hope.
Yeah.
So you understand, I personally have been a judge. I know a lot of lawyers, a lot of our citizens have come before me. There's one particular lawyer who came to me after I've dealt with a matter, principal offices of a particular assembly within the Upper East region. He came to me one day after I've given judgment. The judgment that you gave was made in favor, he mentioned one particular party. I'll mention it, MPP. And I said, I'm a judge. I don't deal with matters, whether MPP or... That is the way I saw it. So I, for one, in fact, if you ask me whether there's a political judge, I don't know, unless somebody veered off the rules, the facts. Because as a judge, you are given some set of facts. Then, out of those facts, you apply the legal principles to come to a conclusion. So I'm wondering how that politics may come in. But at times, before I came to sit on the bench, I was appointed April 97. I wasn't known to be identified to any of those groupings.
Yeah.
You understand? But there are situations where somebody can be belonging to one particular, set. It becomes very complex.
Yeah.
If you don't take care, the person might try to give the best form of judgment, the fair-minded judgment. But if you don't take care, people might not see because he's already identified himself with a particular group. You understand? I, for one, I've never identified myself with any group, even me. At times they brand me, you are this. You understand? So, society, So the advice I want to give is that when somebody, before being appointed to become a judge, is known to be affiliated so clear, there's a need for us to be circumspect.
Okay.
You understand? Those of us who even did not even start with that, if we are branded, what about you who started with that? You understand? Okay, so I personally want people to, you have to be, as a judge, you have to be impartial.
Okay.
When a set of facts come before you, I don't know. Every case in this world, if you give it to me, I would handle it. Unless somebody take, issues with me, I will handle it and handle it well. You understand? Because the most important thing is that all the lawyers are our friends, you understand? So if you see two friends come to appear before you, two of your citizens come to appear before you, and you are supposed to give a judgment, you don't look at their faces. You don't look at where they are coming from. You have to look at the set of facts before you.
Yeah.
There are some of the facts that you look. You may believe somebody, but because the facts are not in there, you have to look at the facts. If you don't use the set of facts, when your matter goes on appeal, they will definitely set it aside. So people should not lose confidence in the judiciary, because if they do that, then we are going to fall into some abyss.
Yeah.
But the decisions that come up as judges too, we should not see ourselves as if we are not angels.
Right.
We might take decisions that people appeal, and at times they are successful. You understand? When people criticize us, people should criticize. They should not insult. Once you criticize a judgment and give your side of the issue, why it should have been A and not B, fair. I will not quarrel with anybody who had a problem with the judgment that I've given. No, I don't like insult, but I make sure that people, so the judiciary, we have to, there's a need to get confidence in them.
Okay.
And there's a need for us, once we give fair and balanced judgment, the people, we are judges. We should not take it that we are repository of all wisdom.
Right.
There are some of the issues that come before us. If you fall, if you don't do it as is expected by society, they will see, this one is not right. Even some of the people that you see, they will say, no, this one was not right. So the most important thing is to understand what is before you,
okay,
and apply the set of facts. I will let only my conscience judge me. And I think most, if not all, my colleagues will do that.
But now you've heard about Unanimous FC. And when they say that, they talk about judgments at the Supreme Court where all of them are going in one direction. You've heard the former president of this country talk about the MPP packing the Supreme Court with their sympathizers and the need for the NDC to try and do same. People have criticized him for that comment, but maybe it is for him what is on the ground. He's a former president. If I said it, it won't carry weight. If somebody like him, who has served as the #1 gentleman of this land, is saying something like that, that's an indictment on the judiciary, isn't it?
It depends. Yes. I've heard about Unanimous FC, blah, 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 blah. We can all be branded, though. But you see, to be honest, I don't want to be hypocrite. I meet people who complain about some of the judgments that we churn out. You understand? That's why we all have right to complain about judgments, to critique the judgment that we come up with. But you see, the moment we brand them as MPP and NDC, there's a problem. Let me give an example. Not quite long, I traveled to China and came back. I saw on social media my own senior, the former national chairman of Osunokokroko MPP. I saw him about this commenting on what His Excellency, the former president, has said. And he used me. Nana Dormaahene speaks for NDC. How do I speak for NDC?
Yes,
At times, you are branded as if that when the NDC, when they are even meeting, you go and open the door. You go and dust the place. You will take the minutes. At times, that's why I say, let's look at the things that we say. Some of them, did not start from today. You understand? You see, so relating it to the judiciary, I want to submit, we have to be a bit circumspect in whatever we say. I, for one, there are some of the decisions, even at the highest, apex court of the land, I've had issues. But maybe that is the way the person saw it. That's how my colleague saw it. If I was sitting in, you know, I mentioned about a particular case and I nearly had trouble.
Yeah.
James Jachi Kwesi matter.
Yes.
You know, I mentioned it. If I were in there, you understand, society, we are moving. Oh. When I mention it, people criticize me, blah, 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 blah. But I was not commenting as to whether he was guilty or not guilty in a matter before my sister at the High Court. No. I was looking at it in a holistic point of view. The man, according to what we have heard, was not qualified. We allowed him on before he registered with the, to stand elections with the Electoral Commission. Somebody brought it to the attention of the Electoral Commission. At the time, his certificate had come. He showed it to them. They allowed him to stand. He won. For some reason, the highest court of the land said, he was not qualified, so everything that has been done should be undone. You understand?
Yeah.
Then, this same man, you know, is not disqualified. He can stand down. He goes to win. Don't you think there's a problem? He was not qualified. Let's even grant that. He goes to win the second time. Then he's in the court. Have you seen how the whole situation is? The president has power. The president of the republic has the power to do certain things in a situation. You see, we are one Ghana. This MPP and then the NDC thing, it never started Ghana. They came to meet Ghana. You understand? They can say all the beautiful things that they, you know, see. MPP and the NDC, it will be too much. Too much. You understand? I know that the political actors, they will compete and try to rule us and what have you. But at times, let's look at our constitution. The constitution allows a citizen of Ghana to obtain another citizen, provided that citizenship that is going to take from the other country does not say something. There are some areas, once you obtain their citizenship, you have to renounce this one. So our constitution allows dual citizenship.
Right.
That is the point that I was making. And it lost out, because that matter is so in court, there are some of the issues that cannot be discussed. But you see, let's look at that situation. We just mentioned about going outside to solicit support from them. I didn't want a situation where we go out there and then they will come, then they will meet some of this problem.
Okay.
You understand?
But that's if they want to stand for political office.
Yes, somebody can make it. Why can't Ghanaians say that? Now,
yes,
if you are from another area and you come, we can even give you some time. Just go and do it. After some time, if you don't do it, we kick it out from. We have to look at the law.
Okay.
We have to look at the law. This young man, these people have voted for him. Yeah. We don't know.
The footballers are allowed to. Footballers get dual citizenship and they play for our country.
Oh, what I know, I stand for correction. The former Prime Minister of UK, Great Britain, understand was holding a certain passport, if I'm not mistaken, an American passport. But he was still the Prime Minister for United Kingdom. You understand? So there's a need to look at it. They are citizens, they have come to help. Let's look at that level. I'm not saying if they commit an offense. Right. In fact, I will still make a strong appeal. After this man, Jachi Kwesi, nobody at that level, as MP, should be hauled before any court. The law has to be changed. They have to look at it again so that we don't keep hauling. You see, look at the way, I know people criticize me on the other case, the MPP one.
Yeah.
I want to reserve, yes, the secondary case. I want to reserve my reasons. Maybe after this case, I am submitting to Ghanaians that after this man's case, probably that should be the last one.
Okay.
In respect of MPs. In respect of, say, president and the vice president, in some level, you understand, we can keep it. But MPs, there ought to be a window, you understand, so that this thing wouldn't occur, you understand.
Okay.
I cannot go into the nitty-gritties in view of the matter which is pending before the High Court of Justice. You know, so there's a need to look at it.
They say the way you speak, you won't go to the Supreme Court if this government is in power. Are you worried by it?
No. There's no position bigger than the Dormaahene. So far as I'm concerned, there's no position bigger than the Dormaahene. So
you don't mind?
In fact, no. I've been a High Court judge since 13 years. I won't blame this government. When the NDC were in power for 6 years, I was a High Court judge. MPP has also come about 7 years. I've been a High Court judge. I'm enjoying my position as a High Court judge. And the Dormaahene, there's no position like the Dormaahene.
Right.
You understand? And I'm one person, I can decide today I'm leaving the bench. It won't touch my skin. Nti pachawa hu ti edru baby a no ka honorable chairman sabonsu no so ka madam for pa wo baby o. So maybe we there edru baby a we all say certain things, maybe on hindsight we at times even we wish we had not even said. I for one, I'm not worried at all, because in 1999, 7th June to be precise, I had a bigger position. You understand? I could have stopped there and then. But I decided to be
going to the Supreme Court.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's an honor to be in the Supreme Court, but honestly, between the two, Supreme Court and Dormaahene, I would choose Dormaahene any day. Any day I would choose Dormaahene.
But is it your comment they took you to the new Chief Justice to go and answer questions? Was that correct?
Oh, that is an in-house matter. I don't want us to...
They told you to calm down. The new Chief Justice tell you to calm down.
Oh, no. Her leadership, you know, they have their set of rules. When they see somebody has gone, you know, against it, they will invite you. You also go and speak your mind. So, yes, it's true. I was invited. And I told them at the circumstances. In fact, I was invited in my capacity as the Bono regional president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs to the 10th anniversary of the Tamils Memorial, Institute. And people were saying it was political. This one, I'll fight them till I die. This one cannot be a political event. And this is not all. You see, before then, if I'm not mistaken, the Busia Dankwa, they were doing something in Bono region, and they invited us. And I asked one of my people, one of the chiefs too. So they always invite us. It cannot be. And what I said 3 things. So it's only one which was, which was picked on. I said people should not insult the presidency because we all aspire to that, and the ministers, blah, blah, blah. That one nobody insulted. And I said people should continue projects left behind by previous government. That one nobody picked me up. It's the last one, James, Jachi, question that people took me on. My mind hasn't changed at all. But for that case, if I had a chance, if that matter ends, maybe one day I'll be given the opportunity to explain why. You understand? Right. There's this chief within us. When I made that comment, did you listen to the chiefs from that scene area who came to support James Jachi in Parliament? Yes. What did they say? Were they supportive of me or they were against me? There's this chief. He stood on a platform after the NDC had won the by-elections there. He nearly represented my toss. You see, if you are the president, people don't understand that when somebody is going through a form of trial, it's not the president, it's the law, their law. Yeah. People will see that it's the president that is pushing it. True. If he goes in, they will say, president. If he does not go in, he say, president. You see, you have. So at times when we speak, you go far. People are just looking, No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
If you care to know, I think this one, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, it's a distant relation. People don't know this. And at times, I speak, tell him, the people, there are a lot of us around us. They are not good people.
They are not good people.
Oh, yes. I won't use psychopaths. They are not good. They want to eat. I don't want to eat. I want Nana Addo. We followed Nana Addo Kumi Preko. He was what? Human rights lawyer. No, be so. That's why we're following him. We want him. I want an election to be conducted free, fair, and transparent manner. I want my president not to make any mistake for somebody, because he has about 15 months to go. If he's making a mistake and nobody corrects him, he goes home with it. I remember the second. When any person who occupies the highest position is making a mistake, I'll prompt you. If I can, I'll prompt you.
If it's your relation, you can talk to him. You have access to him. You're a big man.
At times the thing will go public. Look at Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
$250 million with this economy, using it to build, what do they call it? Their offices.
Yeah.
Now we're in one can win the announcement. Why are they? As I say, okay. Okay, no, just say what time abanyo. Maybe what time abanyo say Ghana ha o beti bata Akufo-Addo. What time Akufo-Addo ebesi say? What time no crowd be ru Ghana. But ya kasa chire no say ba ya edru ba bia kasa no be when we speak, at least they will hear us out and see. It's not everything that the president will see and know. Some of the things the old man will know. So we prompt him, this is what is going on, please check them. If you do this, now this won't be trouble. It shouldn't be a trouble.
Expect you, the big man, to call him on phone and go and meet him and speak of your reservations to him.
Oh, President, you're a busy person. I'm helping the environment. As and when I go and I meet the chiefs, I'll look at the issues coming up. You understand? Let's come to this, what do they call this? Limited voter registration they are doing.
The EC and
yes. You see, people are complaining. If you ask Ghanaians, let them go, let them be a pool as to whether you have to travel from Amasu to Dormaahene to come and register. I mean, this one, you don't need you don't need to be a political scientist to know that this is wrong. Because it costs about, if I'm not mistaken, about 40 cedis to come from Amasu and back, 80 cedis. Why should I spend 80 cedis to come and register? And be online? Heaven knows for how long. Why should we do that? And when you speak, people, you see, I'm not a politician. If I were to be the president, you want to chastise that person, you will be the person that I will sack. Because when people you don't expect your people to commit one place. What are you telling them? This one, if the Dormaahene goes to say, yeah, he's for Akuko, he's for Anka, you don't have to be like that. Do you know the people who are registering? Do you know where they will vote for?
No.
You wouldn't know. So why do you cram them? One space. If you don't have money, the honorable, distinguished J. Mensa come out to say, we don't have money, so we can't do it all. At least we will understand. But without any reason, because 2024, are we not going to vote?
We're going to vote.
So why do you ask them to come to your office?
I think that's what she said, that the budget had already been approved and that this would happen again in 2014. But I get the point that you're...
No. People don't understand. Except that Ghanaians shouldn't be... People should talk. As MPP, honestly, I'm making this appeal. A lot of people see me in Ghana. They meet me. MPP, NDC, all the parties. And they will say, continue doing whatever you are doing. So I'll stop. That is my strength. They are giving me the strength. I have more MPP friends even than NDC. I have more MPP friends. At times, I engage them. I engage NDC people. And at times, when I speak, And NDC people, they say, they like. I say, okay, you wait. Me, I did not come, Nanado. How long does he have to go? He has barely about 15, 16 months. He will be gone.
Right.
So if we keep talking, he will be gone. In 15 months, he will be gone. Hey, what besides the person who will come 4 years, 24/7, he will be with you. Whoa.
You'll still be talking.
Oh, yes. You think the freedom fighters, if I don't talk, whether it's Bawumia, my own Canadian, Japan, Mahama, if I don't talk, then it means I've not been fair to Mahama, Nanado.
Yeah.
It means that why did you set up during Nanado's time we're talking? But let's see, why am I talking? Let's look at our resources. Gold. Why do you allow somebody to mine your gold and take a chunk of the profits outside?
So the contract that we entered into.
Which contract? But we are still. Have you not seen Newmont opening new areas? Go to the north. Go to Achima Buakwa, my own brother, or check in his place. Are they not opening? What about the new contracts? What is in there? Perhaps you can confront us with that the new contracts that we are making, Nana Dormaahene, Ghana people, this is the way it is. Have you ever heard somebody come up to say that the new contract, this is the way we are going it? We are doing it 50-50. Nobody has come up to say that. What about our oil? I'm on record to have said that if the oil were mainly to be found in Dormaa, President, Nkaju Ukumi, Nema won't do that. Because why should you do it? All this within the foreign contractors. Where are the Canadian Japans? Where are the Kwame Despies? Where are the Ibrahim Mahamas? Where are they? Can't we resource these Ghanaian people? Can't we, help them, raise them, so that these very people, they will be in the gold business, they will be in the oil business, so that if Kwame Despite, if the Canadian Japan, if the Ibrahim Mahamas, if all the good people, the people who have the money, once they have money, where are their mothers? Where are their fathers? Are they not in Ghana? Would they send the money away so that our people will go in the desert? They will go direct to the US, UK. They will go and suffer the way they are suffering. So unless those laws are changed, with all respect, it's not only my relation and at those time that I'll talk. Anybody who come, I will keep talking until they change. I will keep talking to Ghana people. I'm not saying the money should be given to me, but I'm saying that let's broaden, yama kukuo na yengina yesika ekogum no yanhwe na ntimi nya yie na yengina yenya so mfaso a na wesuso bone ben na owom bone bia nim menkasa kwa wu ade bia obehu say Ajimambadu the second, whatever matter that you see me speak about, it means I've heard it, I've seen people. Even people at times, people come to join my cleanup just to give him information. You understand? Then I'll do my own independent check and see whether what I'm saying is so. So I'm making a special appeal to Ghanaians, especially the President of the Republic, the government, Ghana people. Keep changing your laws, Tom. We are tired. People are struggling, People are struggling. At times when you are up there, they might not get a chance to meet with you. But as we go down there, we see the problems. Go and see the sanitation problem. Go and see some of the problems confronting our people. We don't speak for speaking sake. Of course, we respect people. I, for one, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I know he's getting to 80 years. I've been trained to respect elders. I won't just speak for speaking sake. We need the resources. How long can our people travel onto the desert? How long can we go on giving resources? Let's talk about gold. We are being told that the profits that we derive from the gold, only 7% come to Ghana people. 93% is sent abroad. What about the oil, which was struck not quite long ago? We are being told Equatorial Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, Nigeria, and the others get 51% of the profits. Why 17% to Ghana? If it's not true, we need to be told. If it's true, we need to address it. That's why I've been talking. Why should I talk for talking's sake?
Right.
I sit on a big stool. Resources. On my own. Why should I be talking? Go to Sika. Go to Sika. But I want the go to Sika for the Ghana people. Politicians, they have not been giving us the answers. It's not only Nanado. It did not start from Nanado. I have to be fair. And I've made this point over and over again. And then Nanado pension I started here. I started here, check. But Nanado, I'm running Kuku Dam, 1995. At the courtroom, making a hobby or car brofo. Judging a crown or testimony, judging no bisa brofo crop. Oh, you know, when you order it. Now, when you order it, fetch your baby my hair. Then be no one here into me, and perhaps as I say, Nana, where the air and won't share ye. Nana, by Mono's way. And on a Cassay, the Acasane Drubabia, you were been tea, and Cassa say, dear Guabine. I don't have any intention to undermine any government, to make anybody unpopular. But freedom fighters, the people who have started talking, I don't want whatever they are saying to be in vain. I endorse whatever they are saying, except the insults. I don't insult. I've not been trained to insult. But the issues that they are raising up, we need to look at it and look at it critically. Okay. It will help us as a nation.